twice, like a few years.
What
Is
an
because he's
upset
gay.
murder.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that's why it's interesting, is because, like, he's bad, but, like, you're watching the show, and, like, you just kind of, like, are interested in the character. Like, same way, like, with, like, a character like Walter.
Yeah, I mean, you have to like paint him in a positive light to make a show about him. You can't just be like, this guy's just an awful person. Fuck this guy.
I don't know. I don't think it's, like a good light or whatever. It's just like a more well-rounded light,
Mm,
because like before, like when you just hear the news stories, you just hear the fact that someone murdered, and that's probably all they deserve. But when something's good television, it's good television,
mm,
and it is a good story. It's just got
yeah.
a lot of layers to it.
Mm-hmm. It's crazy because it's like brain injury, right? Like his brain was fucked.
There was that, the fact that he had tons of concussions. He was so like concerned about his sexuality. He was a drug addict, and like he just constantly has all these people like dogging him.
Was he
It's a fun
gay?
story. Yeah, it was gay as fuck.
Damn.
Yeah.
What was the evidence that he's gay?
I mean, in the evidences of the show, there's scenes of him smashing dudes, but like in real life, I guess like people came out and was like, "Yeah, I fucked that guy."
Uh,
I don't know.
that's why he killed himself, right?
Yeah, that was why he was
Like the
like
murders were
ashamed.
fine, but the gay thing he couldn't stand.
Couldn't stand it. Makes sense.
Yeah. I mean, when you're around so many hot dudes all the time, you're like, it's like being in a candy shop. Once you work there, you're gonna take a little treat.
It's like working at a candy shop with type 2.
Yeah.
Yep,
He killed himself.
couldn't take it.
So, have you ever been in like a really broy locker room situation?
Not since middle school. But
Mm.
yeah, we had to like get in our undies and get in our gym shorts and our gym shirt. And like that was always an awkward. There was one kid that he was just like trying to like have people up in his undies and like make eye contact with everyone. And it was that's the funny part about that is there was always
Yeah.
that one person.
I feel like that's very peak white culture,
Yeah.
being comfortable with nudity, being
Yeah, good for
uncomfortable.
him, man. He did a speech, this particular person.
I mean, it's like when everyone's following the rules, the one guy that's doing something crazy is gonna get more attention. And then if you want to be that guy, then everyone's just competing to do like the craziest things.
No, no one even looked this guy in the eye. It was really sad. We're
Uh-huh.
we're just trying to change as quickly as possible. He's like, "Hey, what's up, Jackie?"
Yeah, but you remember him.
Yeah, I do remember him. I
And
get what you're
then
saying
people are
now.
like trying to be like that subtly, maybe.
Yeah, I get what you're saying. I am trying to be that guy with my pants on.
Yeah, you need to get attention with your pants on.
Exactly.
So do you think that like black people are kind of freaked out about how comfortable white people are, like joking around about homosexuality?
I think they've accepted it. The ones I talk to,
Yeah,
they're like, I don't support it, but I support you.
yeah. It's like a reluctant acknowledgement.
Yeah, it's like the same way my grandma would.
Well, I think like if you are just like, okay, we are not gonna attack each other, then you're like, oh, if you're a little bit gay, then it's more acceptable for it to come out. And that's why society's turned more gay as it becomes more permissive. And soon we're all going to be just fucking whatever.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, what do you think your sexuality would be like if you were theoretically in a
Can you
situation
move the
growing up?
mic?
Yeah, theoretically growing
Um,
up in a household where they encouraged you to be gay.
I mean, I'm sure I would be a little bit gay.
That's wild.
Did you not grow up in that kind of situation?
I mean, I grew up in a very heterosexual household.
Wow.
Yeah.
So that's cool.
Yeah, thank God.
Did you have brothers that were gay?
I have a sister. that has the gay.
So she grew up in a heterosexual household and she turned out gay.
Yeah,
So do you think like in a situation where you're surrounded by gays, you could be brave enough to be straight?
I think that's exactly what I did, dude.
You just said you grew up in a heterosexual place.
Yeah, but my sister dominated the space.
She was the top.
Yeah, she was the top.
So
But no, I don't know. To answer that question, I think I would turn out pretty gay.
I think I would have to try it at least once.
Mm-hmm.
I'd be
Yeah,
like, well, I wonder what this pussy is like.
yeah. And then maybe like you get to come out to your parents as straight.
Yeah.
That'd be fun.
That's like a that's like a propaganda video for liberals. Can you imagine if you had to be straight? It's like all our biology is tuned for that. But I guess that's what they're saying is that gay people can't help it.
Yeah, I guess so. I
They're
don't
not even trying.
know.
They're just going whole hog now.
Yeah, just have a little discipline, honestly.
What do you think about Napoleon?
I don't know much about him. I've heard he was short, but then I've heard that's been debunked that he's not that short or he wasn't that short.
Yeah, he's like average for the age.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Well, he was really good at moving people around and putting things where they needed to be to shoot people.
Did he conquest something?
Yeah, all
That's
I've
cool.
known Europe.
Hell yeah.
But yeah, I'm just watching a lot of history videos.
Yeah, is he kind of like Caesar?
Yeah,
That's cool.
yeah.
I like Caesar
Why?
because he's an ape.
Oh, I thought you were talking about Caesar from Rome.
No, that's the history I've been keeping up with. Planet of the Apes.
How many are there now?
There's a lot. Like if you count the old ones, there was
Yeah.
like five of the old ones, and then there's like
But what's like the one that started the new one? Where do you start with the one with
James
James
Franco.
Franco?
Yeah, that came
That,
out in 2011.
oh my God.
Yeah, that one was pretty good. The
Have you seen
CGI still holds up.
nice.
Yeah,
Yeah, they use like a dude, right? And the golem guy,
Gollum. Yeah,
he's everything.
he's so good at it. He's so good at it.
What, golem or monkey?
No, the monkey. Like,
Really?
I love that monkey, dude. He's one of my favorite characters in cinema.
No.
Like, so
Does he
good.
talk now?
Yeah, he talks in like the last one,
Okay.
and he gets really good at sign language.
So you like his facial expressions?
Mm-hmm. And he's like Jesus. Caesar's like Jesus.
He sacrifices for the good of the group.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, that's more communal minded, not just an individual pursuing their interests, but pursuing the group's interests, which can help your own individual interests as well.
Yeah,
If
that's
everyone recycles.
politics, man.
Yeah, I'm just trying to get a sense of how group minded or individual you are.
That's that's a good question.
Does this go up and down?
Hans M 2024, dude.
I think it depends on the day.
Yeah, there we go. Like, yeah, that's the part that goes up. So you can move that. Is it slowly going down? No? Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
There we go.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I love Planet of the Apes. It's like an apocalypse situation.
Yeah.
So it's like, what would I do in that situation?
Mm-hmm.
They're riding on horses. How many are there now?
There's a lot of apes at the end of it. They came out with that new one, like just recently, and there's like at least 50 or 60 apes.
Wow.
Um,
But the movies, how many movies are there?
oh, okay. There's like nine if I had to say
Nine?
at the top of my head. Yeah.
Of the James Franco one?
No, four.
Oh, okay, four.
Four of
Yeah.
those ones. Yeah.
That's good.
Mm-hmm.
I like the Mark Wahlberg one. That one was pretty good.
Yeah, I've never seen that one.
Hmm.
Mm-mm. I've only seen the new ones.
I mean, if you like the new ones, maybe it'll be fun to watch the old one.
Yeah. It's Tim Burton, but I like how many Tim Burton films do you like? Do you like a lot of his movies?
I like some of it. I saw Corpse's Bride recently. Corpse Bride.
Yeah.
I thought it was fun. It's just like, you know,
I watched it a lot as a kid, and now I don't know. I don't like have good feelings when I think about those. Like it's like Corpse's Bride. I
Yeah.
like the Batman one, and I like there's Edward Scissorhands. That's a fun movie.
hmm
So I
I
like.
just like the way that he sees the world, like with wacky characters and like gothic
Hmm.
tones.
Yeah, it's it's a unique way to see the world, but I don't like the feel of the movies
Yeah.
personally.
Yeah, I mean, when you watch someone's work, you get a sense of the person's emotions,
Hmm.
and like he's trying to portray like his emotions in a way that's you know, consumable and like what he thinks people want to see. And if you don't want to see that, that's fine. I mean, you have different emotions that you're going for.
Yeah, I wanna watch like it's a good movie, The Lorax, um, with Danny DeVito and Zac Efron.
I haven't seen it.
It's got some good songs, but
Do
it
you
gives me good
like
feelings.
Les Miserables?
I've heard of it, and I like songs in that movie.
Huh. Do you think like we should have a revolution? Wouldn't that be fun?
I think we're maybe close to it, so you gotta have fun whether you like it or not.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we might as well.
I'm gonna have fun.
I just think that like we could have so much shit and we don't have any or not enough. Like
What do you mean by shit?
resources, wealth, infrastructure, capital. I mean, like this podcast studio is pretty nice, but
Mhm.
imagine if we had access to a TV studio.
Yeah,
Like we don't have the tools of like NBC and ABC. It's all tied up and held hostage
yeah,
for whoever they deem is
should
good.
be open to the public.
Yeah, I think it'd make comedy better. I think it'd make everything better. It's
Hmm.
still good now, but I think it could be better. But, people are like, well, it's so good now, like, and we're doing it this way. Why don't we keep doing it that way? But I don't think there's much left for this. Like, think of all the comedians that are like poor and shit, and how much funnier they'd be if they weren't miserable and poor all the time.
Yeah,
I think it'd make comedy better.
yeah. Um, what's the first step?
Um, Unionizing and taking control from like this class of people that don't do anything but own a title.
Hmm.
So they get all the money. But if that money went to the people that were actually working for it,
Hmm.
that'd be a good first step. And then if we needed, we could do universal basic income or just give people housing and healthcare and food and see what they do. Because then they won't commit terrorist acts because they'll be happy that you're helping them.
So, who do I vote for to do that?
Well, it's not always about voting. It's
Who
the
do I
least
overthrow?
consequential thing.
Who's the first guy to
Um,
overthrow?
America.
America. Okay. Well, I'm with you all the way, man.
What do you think about American foreign policy?
I don't know what that is.
What do you think about Iraq and Afghanistan?
I think there's some cool people probably in there.
Okay, well, yeah,
Um,
we bombed them.
yeah, well, I also think that George Bush knew what he was doing, you know.
Do you think he did 9/11?
I've heard he has, and there's a the more I will wake up every day, the more I think about it. I think it's a possibility.
Have you seen the movie Truman Show?
Yeah,
I saw it recently.
what'd you think of it?
I thought it was a little long. I felt like setting up the perfect little world took a long time. I wish it was more like him fighting against the people that were controlling him.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I thought it was a good movie. I saw this documentary about Jim Carrey. It's pretty crazy.
I think I watched one a long time ago about him portraying that Andy guy. I can't Andy something. Can't think of his last name.
Yeah,
That's when he gets stuck in character.
Yeah.
Andy,
It's called like Becoming Andy. It's like a documentary
Uh-huh.
about it where
Man on the Moon.
he can't
Yeah.
stop.
Yeah, but that was a good doc with him. That was really interesting. Especially I think it came out when he was going crazy again. And
Yeah, he's just like really spiritual now. He's like, "What is this? Is all fake, man."
mhm.
He had an appearance on Jimmy Kimmel where he was like, "The Illuminati" and all that. Like you
It-
could see him like being like, "You guys, this is all fucked up and this all sucks and I hate it," but they're all laughing. So he
yeah.
has to try to make it funny.
Yeah, I think I remember watching that. I know that I watched someone like when he was on the red carpet or whatever, and he basically said nothing's real.
Oh yeah, with that woman.
Yeah. I
And she's like trying to
that.
save the interview.
Yeah, that poor lady.
Yeah.
I want to do that to someone one day.
Yeah. Freak out.
This is a harmless man. I'm gonna get my vape off the ground. That's all I can think of. There we go.
There you go.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I think it's crazy that that's where his head goes.
Um. Well, I mean, I guess it's just that those years of Hollywood that led up to that.
Yeah.
I can see how it got to that point for him.
Yeah, when everyone's just like telling him what to do, everyone's like shouting at him. He's like imbibing all the energy of society in a way that most people can't because it's not like flooding in.
Hmm.
And he got like this feeling of like grossness from it.
Yeah, just like it definitely just changes how you view everything.
Hmm. What do you think about the way that we treat celebrities?
Um, it's strange, but I think people, it's like superheroes for people.
Hmm.
It's like superheroes for the way, for adults, the way,
Yeah, we
just
latch
because
on to them.
they need someone to look up to, and so
Yeah,
they look
because
up to fake people.
the majority of people are just living pointless lives. They go to work and it doesn't have any meaning and they're miserable and they're like, "Oh, these are the few select people that get to actually do something with their life." And so then they live vicariously through them.
Mm,
And it's really sad and unhealthy. And
yeah,
then if you're like Jim Carrey, you have to take that in all the time and try to entertain these people. And I think it makes you go crazy.
I also agree. I think that I think Wolverine's way cooler than any celebrity. So
Wolverine,
yeah, he's got claws.
the hero,
Yeah,
X-Man.
yeah. Who's your favorite superhero?
Um, Probably Iron Man.
Iron Man. Yeah,
Hmm.
he's really smart.
Yeah, it just seems possible.
Did everything himself.
Yeah, you don't have to just be born a certain way. He
Hmm.
was born rich, but
It helped.
yeah.
But he also had brains. He
And
built like a
Superman is,
motorcycle when he was 6.
I think Superman is like childish.
Yeah,
So it's like, oh, he's amazing. Okay. Batman, I think is a little,
he's very childish. He's more
yeah.
childish than Superman.
Well, I don't think Superman is childish. I think like looking up to like some guy that can do everything is like,
Yeah.
stupid.
Yeah, it's cool though. Just like it to fantasize about that. Like I think Superman painted in like a Homelander more evil perspective is more fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like, um, makes for better television.
Hmm.
But I guess Superman was sort of um, like a god to people where they were like, look up to this guy now.
Hmm.
Since science is getting rid of God, now you have this fake person, if that's what you're into.
Yeah. Yeah, and then I'm pretty sure Scientology came out around the same time.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, Scientology is doing the same thing for people.
Yeah, and that's just about a dude in flip-flops.
Scientology?
I think so.
L. Ron Hubbard was a flip-flop guy?
I think he was a flip-flop guy.
Nice.
Yeah.
Just some random dude.
Wears flip-flops and wrote a book about aliens.
Yeah. It's like, hey, if we all focus hard enough, we can worship some random guy.
And that's where the celebrities came in. It's all connected. Scientology came out when Superman came out, and then Scientology brought in Tom Cruise, and now Tom Cruise is Superman, and the cycle repeats.
That's true. Cycle of Superman.
Yeah.
So, what are your plans for tonight?
I have a spot I gotta do, and then I'm gonna probably go home and watch a movie.
Do you do you think you're gonna hang out at Mitzi's tonight?
I might.
Who
Will
do-
you be at Mitzi's?
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, then I might be at Mitzi's.
It's such a fun hang there when all the public is gone.
Yeah, it is nice when no one else can be there, and then like lately I just haven't had anything else to do, so I have been going a lot more, and then I'm just always surprised at who's in there, and you just never know who's gonna be in there.
Yeah, it's like such a weird net of people that
Mhm.
are attracted to it. And
Yeah.
you're just like sitting there like, holy shit, that's fucking Jelly Roll or something.
Yeah, I had him photobomb a picture that wasn't even intended for him the other day. So I just saw him photobombing like 2 days later in my camera roll.
Nice.
Crazy.
Yeah. It's a crazy place.
Mm-hmm.
It's like the ideal world where like everyone is accomplished, everyone is doing something,
Yeah.
everyone has hopes and dreams.
Yeah, it's good. It's good place for someone trying to come up, good area to be around, people to talk to.
Yeah. There's very few like drunk douchebags are like, hey, what's up, man?
Mm-hmm.
Because everyone's trying to do something. They're not like just trying to make a lot of noise and bother people.
Yeah.
So it's good for hanging out for
Yeah.
comedians.
Yeah, it's just very social. Usually music's never too loud. That's always a pet peeve of
Yeah.
mine.
It's like a perfect bar for comedians
Mm-hmm.
because we like to talk,
Yeah.
and most bars, people don't like to talk.
Yeah. I hate loud music.
Yeah. The type of people that like that shit, like why you just go out to stare at your friends' faces?
And what bothers me even more is when they do try to talk over loud music. It's like I can't hear you.
This is nothing like a real conversation.
It's pointless. Actually pointless.
Yeah. But I mean, most people enjoy conversation. It's just like there's no benefit to it to them to be a good conversationalist.
Yeah.
So they don't try. But like comedians, what we do is tangentially related to talking to people. So there's like an incentive for us to be good at it.
Mm-hmm.
I
Yeah.
think that's fun.
It can get you your next gig if you're halfway decent
Yeah.
at talking.
Yeah. How's it going?
Taylor.
Dylan, dude, it says we have excellent connection now. I don't
What
know
the
if it works
fuck?
better.
Yay.
That pisses me off.
I changed one thing in the bitrate setting, so I think that might have been it,
Oh,
but
nice. Are you doing wide this camera mostly or
no, I've been switching back and then coming
okay.
back to this a little bit.
Nice? Yeah, I like this camera, but you only see half our faces.
Yeah. It's not even my good angle. I gotta give that camera this angle.
Somebody was like, I wonder what Heath's back looks like.
We're back.
Why? Is the scene
Back of
fine?
back of Heath.
Answer the age-old question. There we go. I can freeze frame that.
Yeah, I mean, you're like a sex symbol now.
Yeah, that's what they call me.
It's all like the fucking weirdos. And I'm sure there's some like normal women that are like, oh my God.
But that's very rare. It's always very exciting. It's always very exciting when I just not even like someone that's like wow, just like someone that's like a woman and like, hey, I know who you are. That's fun.
Yeah. Do you like walk down 6th Street a lot or do you try to avoid walking down 6th Street?
I just go down 6 when I have to. I Uber, so usually I just get dropped off right where I need to go. And then, but occasionally it will be cut off, and then I'll have to go a little bit, walk like maybe half a mile to the mothership.
Mm-hmm. There are a lot of Kill Tony fans on 6th Street just walking around.
Yeah, yeah, like you can get recognized 2 or 3 times just like getting a coffee, from one spot to the other.
Yeah, this is the place for it. This is like fucking Kill Tony Disneyland.
Yeah, it's just, yeah, exactly. It's just, some place
Some of these comments, dude, crazy.
the comment.
What are they saying?
That the guy that wanted to see your back was a pastor, and that Tony Hinchcliffe has been inside both of you.
That's true.
Yeah. So you got on Kill Tony. Did you hang out at Mitzi's that night?
Yeah, I did. And then it was just like a lot of talking to people like that I haven't talked to since. There were so many people that came up to me, and I just remember it being a blur.
Nice. I remember when I first got on at the Vulcan, I threw up in the garbage can on my first night.
Yeah, I cried in the bathroom.
A joy?
Yeah, I remember just like crying tears of joy in the stall bathroom. And I think
What
maybe
noises were you making?
it was like
Happy, high-pitched crying noises?
it was
Like
like that.
Mario?
It's like that.
That's beautiful. So you were just crying your little eyes out, and then you came out.
And yeah, and I just came out refreshed.
And then you did the HEB arena
Yeah, it was a fun experience.
the first night.
The first night with Dr. Phil.
Oh yeah, he picked you up.
Yeah.
But that's okay, right?
Yeah, it was fun.
We can pick you up.
I like when my pals pick me up.
Me too. I love it when they cradle me.
It's the best. It makes you feel secure when a friend does it.
Who
When
do
a
you think?
stranger does it, it's off-putting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like people at shows, will they ever be like, "Can I pick you up?"
I think maybe I've been asked once or twice.
Yeah.
And if I'm in the right mood, I'll say sure.
What if it's like some girl?
Yes, of
Oh,
course.
do you like that?
Well, I mean, yeah, if she's hot,
I'd be insulted. I'd be like, "You think you can carry me?
I would be like, of course.
I contain multitude." But that's cool. You just, I mean, yeah. So girls never offered to pick you up.
Not that I can remember, and I feel like I would remember. But
Yeah.
hopefully one day, fingers crossed,
Yeah.
I'll get picked up by a beautiful stranger on the street.
Physically.
Yeah.
So, what's like your favorite kind of person to talk to?
I like a person that likes I don't know. I like people that engage with me, because I don't know. Shit. You got me on this one, Hans.
Well, you seem like a really nice guy.
Yeah. I guess I like nice people, but that feels like a very generic answer. Like,
I think I need it.
yeah.
I can't hang out with someone if they're not nice.
Yeah, like obviously. But that's like probably the only qualification, but that's not true either because there's a lot of people on 6th Street that like want to talk to me and I'm just like, please get out of my face. So, and it's
Yeah.
not that they're mean, they're very nice. So I don't know. Like, I guess I have to be interested in you. And now I was like thinking about like what makes me interested. That's tough question.
Someone who's present,
Someone who's present.
who's gonna be there for you.
Someone who's gonna be there for me. And I think like if it's just someone like when you said that, like I pictured like who would you go up to at a bar and talk to? Like
Yeah.
and like I think it would have to be someone that's interesting, aka someone I can learn for something from. Like
Are you always trying to learn?
No, like if now you said who's most interesting to talk to, who's you now we're talking about friends. Friends is like I want someone who's nice, sympathetic, stuff like that. Good.
Yeah.
But like just like who's interesting to talk to, you know.
Yeah. I would love to, you know, I mean, when I'm out, I don't really want to learn too much.
Yeah.
I want to be like, hey, you want to just, you know, I don't know. But yeah, because if I'm at a bar and someone's trying to teach me something, I'm like immediately checked out.
Yeah.
But I guess if you're just like did interesting things and it just drops, you know, in casually.
Yeah. Like it's someone who's got a good story. That's who's fun to talk to, you know.
Yeah. So yeah, I mean, what's uh what's the next thing that you're gonna go out and do?
Like after this,
No, like out of Austin.
out of Boston, I'm going to Louisiana tomorrow for some shows
Nice.
with Enrique.
Holy shit.
Yeah,
That,
Enrique.
that's
I
awesome.
hope it does well. I'm not sure.
Yeah, I mean, it's better than, you know, 30 people at a local club,
Yeah.
and that's fun.
Hmm.
So it can only be better than that.
Yeah, I did a table for, or I did a show in Philadelphia for like 2 tables, like 8 people. That was that was an experience, but it was so cool that we got 8 people from
Yeah.
Philadelphia.
I mean, if you're like, hey, do you want to do nothing today?
Yeah,
Or do you want to go talk to 8 people? I'd be like, well, let's do that first, and then we can do anything after that.
yeah. It was just like a vacation. It was cool.
Yeah. So, when you go to these places, do you go, what do you like to go do?
I usually just hang out with whoever's on the road with me, and they usually want to do something fun. And but if it's just me, I get high. Yeah,
And then do whatever you want to do.
yeah. I'll just stay in the hotel room and like think
Think about
just
stuff.
simple thoughts.
That's fun. That way your brain can relax.
Yeah, I like to just like take it easy. I know like a lot of people they want to like explore the city and like I think it's fun to do for a little bit, but like, for the majority of being on the road, I just want to like relax before the
Yeah.
show.
It's like you're not a dog. You don't need to go for a walk.
Yeah, well, but some people they just need to be active all the time.
Yeah, I mean, I think some people are like, I need to have fun. I need to be doing something, or else it looks bad from like a third party perspective.
Yeah,
So they're always like living their life, like performing for someone that they think is watching so that they have an interesting life. And
yeah,
like, I don't know, it's exhausting.
yeah.
Because then
I
you're
don't.
never thinking about what you want to do.
I don't usually worry about that element of like, oh, I have to post that I'm in Philadelphia now, shit like that.
Yeah. I like to, I mean, proximity is everything. I'm not getting in a car. I like flew in a plane to
Hmm.
get somewhere. I'm not traveling again to go somewhere else. I'm already here. Like, there's plenty of stuff to do around here.
Yeah, it gets so pricey too, because like you said, if you travel to like wherever the fuck you're going, you have to take an Uber, and then you at least have to take one more Uber back. But that's so much walking, even if you just like go around the city and like it's just not like that's like taking a vacation twice a month, and it just gets exhausting.
Yeah.
It's like not even a vacation at that point.
Hmm.
It's like, yeah.
Yeah. I like to, do comfortable things,
Hmm.
but I'm not just going to lay in bed all day,
Yeah.
especially if it's just a stupid hotel room.
Hmm.
Eating food is fun. But yeah, I mean, I like to go with people and do things.
Yeah, mainly it's just whoever I'm on the road with. That's gonna be
Yeah.
the majority of what I'm doing doing that vacation. I'm gonna be hanging out with that person.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's all about who you hang out with. Because you could
Hmm.
go to a city and have a completely different experience if you're not hanging out with the people that you want to hang out with.
Yeah, like I took a high school field trip to New York, and it was awful because you're just like in a busload of like teenagers that you don't really connect with, and for 12 hours. And like,
Yeah.
I do not have fond memories of New York, even though it's probably a great city.
Yeah, it's all about set and setting.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, sometimes those trips can be fun, but I think as you grow older, you can't enjoy it as much because you are if you're forced to do something. Like I feel like around middle school, like you need to have more agency. And I don't think that we get to do a lot of stuff when we're kids, especially if you're in the suburbs and you have to drive a car to get anywhere.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I love traveling. I love doing it. I was just in Las Vegas.
Mm-hmm.
That was fun. I did like some show at a casino,
Mm-hmm.
30 at 12:30.
Was it? I've never done a casino show. Do you like them?
Usually no.
Mm-hmm.
Usually it's just people that got a free ticket because they were at the casino.
Yeah.
Um, and it's like a huge place and it's like high ceilings and not ideal for comedy. But this show was like a show that they do every Friday,
Yeah.
and they had an audience and they had a good venue.
That's good.
Yeah.
I've never done comedy in Vegas. I took a trip out there when I was 19 because that's where my sister and mother live. And it's fun. It's hot out there, but I like the strip.
Yeah.
I'm afraid to go back there now that I can gamble. I feel like I'd ruin my life in one night.
I feel like you could gamble just just by slipping money in a slot machine.
Yeah, and then I spend my entire savings on that slot machine. I would need a buddy to like hold me back, make
Have
sure
you
I stop.
gambled before?
Yeah, like off the table gambling, and like I would have kept going if the person who was taking all my money didn't stop me.
Yeah. So you have a bug for it.
For sure,
What
yeah.
do you like about it?
I think I'm just an addictive person, and like I think also it was the situation because I was very drunk that night, and I was like, I don't fucking care. I'm just gonna
You
get
couldn't
going.
gamble, but you were drinking.
Yeah, I was drinking and gambling, which isn't a good combo. And yeah, but so I guess it was easy to win, and then I won. I was up, and I was like, all right, I'm out. And they're like, no, you got to give us a second chance to win our money back. And I was like, okay. And so I put it back in. I was
Is this
bet.
poker
No, it was heads or tails.
in Las Vegas?
No, it was just like on the road, with some people I found at a bar, and so I was easily that swindled, and I lost all my money. And I was like, fuck, I want to get my money back and tenfold. And so I just kept going, and I kept losing. And the guy was like, you gotta stop.
Heads or tails? I haven't played that one.
Yeah, I mean, it's pretty simple.
That's fun. I don't really like gambling.
Yeah, I
It
haven't
just
done
doesn't
it
do enough
since.
for me. Like watching the fucking because I played the slots
Hmm.
with my girlfriend and like I won money, but I was like I'm not do like I don't feel accomplished. Like
Hmm.
I didn't win it out of skill, and it's like risky.
Yeah. How much did you win?
Like $150.
Oh, yeah. See, and like yeah, I agree. I think I was initially gonna pull out, but it was the peer pressure of someone being like, "Give me back my money," and so I was like, "Okay, you got me," and so I put it back on the table.
So you're like, here's your money back.
And basically,
You're never gonna win.
I know that's why I haven't gambled since.
The casino's gonna be like, come on, you took so much money from us.
You're like, "You're right, casino. Here you
You can't
go."
be that nice.
I
What
was
is the
that
real
night.
Heath like?
I was that night. It wasn't nice. It wasn't niceness. It was arrogance and cockiness. I was like, all right, I'll keep going. And then I ended up losing all my money.
Nice.
Yeah.
So what's like something that makes you mad or angry?
Um, the fact that I got tricked that night.
Do you Do you engage in local politics of the comedy scene?
I try not to, but who doesn't like drama? So like, yeah, it's one of those things where it's like I try not to like put my 2 cents in, but I'll always, if I hear something, I'm listening.
Yeah. Like, what's the latest gossip on the streets?
Oh, I can't think of anything really. I heard that like Maggie Mays got busted. Like
Oh yeah, they closed down.
Maggie Mays, the clubs that were the shows that were going on, they're not a thing now. I heard because of
Maggie
like
Mays is a bar in front of Comedy Mothership
yeah.
for the listening audience.
Yeah. And then Voodoo Room that got busted into
What the
because
fuck?
yeah, that got swatted or whatever.
Why? What were they
I
doing?
think a comic who maybe worked there, they had like an underground drug shop or something, and so it got swatted. I don't know. That could be old
Oh
news.
no, some dude broke in there and smashed all the windows and like cut
Voodoo
himself.
Room?
Yeah, the drug shop you're talking about. Cut himself and ran down the street and bled out and died from like jumping through the window. That's why all those cops were
It
there.
was a voodoo room?
Damn.
Yeah, I believe so.
So
That's
there was a drug shop.
Well, like the one that he's talking about.
yeah.
There was a drug
Just
shop at
the
the
other
voodoo
day.
room.
I think so. I don't know. I've never been there. I just heard
I
it.
think yeah.
And there was a bunch of cops all surrounded the other day.
I think that's what happens when you're like, this is a drug room. No one cares about this place.
Yeah, it just gets homeless people smashing into it with their bare fists and
Uh,
bleeding out and dying.
that's horrible. But yeah, I mean that's crazy. I think it's crazy that there's all these comedy places that are getting fucked up. Not any fault of their own though, except for maybe the drug room.
What do you mean by fucked up?
Like Maggie Mays got shut down. Was that just a bar being like we can't do business anymore?
So I'm pretty sure the guy running those shows, he was letting underage people into the bar, and that's why those shows got shut down.
Oh, so it was the show, not the bar that got shut down.
Yeah, I think, and then I'm pretty sure Maggie Mays is just closed for renovation, is what I
Mhm.
heard.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
So they'll be back, I
yeah,
think.
and
That
then
was a fun room.
yeah, it was one of my favorite bar shows I've ever done. And I did a
Yeah.
lot of them back home.
They have a good bar audience.
Uh-huh. There's always at least 4 or 5 tables, and just people have wanting to have a fun time.
Yeah, and it's a lot of Comedy Mothership spill
Yeah,
off.
people that couldn't get tickets. Yep.
Yeah, and so they know, comedy and Kill Tony and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But it's also like a bar audience where they're not really listening to you.
Mm-hmm.
And the fucking street is right there.
Yeah.
So
Which I mean,
makes it more raw.
it makes it more raw and like people in and out, which is a good and bad thing.
Yeah.
Because you can sometimes have people leave, but then 30 seconds into your set, like 5 more people show up. So
Yeah.
bar shows are fun.
Yeah. It's like it's like you're yelling in a bar. It's like, haven't you ever been to a bar and been like, I want to fucking tell these kids about the Holocaust or something?
Yeah, all the time.
Yeah, I mean, I think Austin comedy scene is good. Um, there's the Creek and the Cave.
That's probably like my second or third favorite club.
Yeah.
I think I like Creek a lot.
Yeah, it's a good vibe because it's got everyone there.
Yeah, it's my favorite one to hang at for sure. Besides like Mitzi's and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But I like how open it's just one room, and then when you're not don't want to watch the show, there's that entire backyard for
Yeah.
everyone just to hang out with and talk.
Which is good for most of the year or some of the year.
Yeah, it's pretty good. Well, you go to all year round, and then it gets bitter cold, and
Yeah.
like for 3 months.
Yeah. I think it's a good hang. There's a little bit of a crazy vibe to it. A lot of crazy people go there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's the beauty of it. Kind of just like how if Maggie Mays is close to the street, it's like anyone can go in. So it's like you can talk to a friend and get entertainment from this homeless man. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a good place to talk because you can always just watch something
Mm-hmm.
crazy happening.
Roast battles are always really fun there, and then the banana phone is always a good one to count on. That one's. Do you ever go to banana phone?
I sometimes go there to hang.
Yeah, I've never shouted out anything, but
I did back in the day when it was smaller,
yeah,
but
yeah.
now it's so big and they have their own language.
And I couldn't handle it if something bombed because, like, it's like one thing if something bombs on stage, you got another joke. It's just like I can't even
Yeah,
move on.
everyone's staring at you,
Yeah.
and you can't say anything back because you don't have a mic.
Ooh, that's tough. Yeah, I can't do it.
And
Can't
then you
risk
don't
it.
get to talk again because then they're like, oh, that's the guy that said something stupid last time. Let's just talk over him.
Yeah, there's guys that like go there and they shout things out for every single one, and every single time the panel and the entire room's like, "Q." Like this guy named Remy, like he'll just always be in the back going, "Hey, hey, hey," and everyone's like, "Shh, Remy, Q." And I'm like, "Poor Remy."
That's like what a lot of open mics need
Yeah,
is just be like, shut the fuck up, dude. But you don't get to do it because we have to be respectful. Everyone gets their 30 minutes,
yeah, yeah.
which I think is great. I think it's great to hear what people have to say and then
It'd
may
be
the
cool to
cream
have
rise to the
like,
top.
how they have like crowd work mics? Like they should have heckle mics. You know,
Yeah,
that'd be fun. Which like, that's kind of what
that's
banana
banana
phone
phone.
is.
It's
Yeah.
literally called a heckle mic.
Oh, yeah. There should be more of those.
Yeah, I mean, it's doing pretty well. They should have more shows, maybe.
Yeah.
I like normal shows. I think there's something like it is awkward and painful to watch someone just fucking, just talk for 5 minutes about nothing.
Mm-hmm.
But then the upside to that is that you get like some people saying like really cool shit that they would have never been able to say without that environment.
Yeah, I'm just talking about like more scenes. Like I guess I just never saw anything like that since or until Banana Phone. Like if like, there should be something that more like Alabama. I'm gonna
Yeah,
go back home and I'm gonna start a heckle mic in Alabama.
you think
Shake
so?
things up a little bit.
Heckle Mike. I don't know if that's the fucking cure for every illness in the world, but I think it's a good thing to do. I mean, if every show was like that, you'd be like, I miss the good old days of the open mics.
Then just like I think there should be one for every scene. Yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Somebody asked you guys what you wish the scene has more of, like the Austin scene.
Babes.
It's very male dominated, I would say.
Yeah.
Not a lot of women, but the women that do come out are like fucking
They thrive.
grimy.
Mm-hmm. And they're thriving. But both true.
Yeah, I mean, if you're the only girl there, you're gonna do a little bit better. People are
Yeah.
gonna pay attention to you a little bit more, but it's not the kind of attention you necessarily want.
Mm-hmm.
I'd hate to be a woman. Nobody's listening to you.
Yeah.
And all you have to go up there and say is like, this guy, he tried to fuck me, but I said no.
And we're like,
But you
what?
might be lucky. Yeah, it's weird because they don't want you to be like too, like, I hate, what the fuck is that?
There's a car outside.
No, the beeping? You don't hear the beep? No, you guys aren't wearing the headphones.
Mm.
There's a beeping. I don't know what it is. But anyways, what was I talking about?
Oh, here now.
We were
Women.
Mm-hmm.
Like they don't want you to be like, this guy was there and I said no. Fuck that guy, he's gross. Dirty and smelly. I hate that people try to hit on me. But then if you're like, this guy sucked his dick and I do that all the time and I love it, and people are like, okay, this isn't, you're just lying. Or
Yeah.
you're like crazy.
Yeah. It's really like people just don't want to see you dive too far or away from a stereotype. They want you to like acknowledge a stereotype while really knowing who you are. It's like knowing your persona and then whatever the other one is.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's why they don't want to see you lie either way or just be a bitch on stage.
Yeah. I don't know if they even really want to get to know them. I think they just want to. They're
Well, they
just
want to
too horny.
laugh.
If the audience is too horny, like it is at an open mic, then it's like impossible. But if it's like decent people, then it's easier to be a woman.
Yeah, I forgot we were talking about open mics, and that changes everything. Yeah, no one's gonna listen to a hot lady at an open mic.
Do you think it'd be funny if a hot girl went up and she's like, "Don't worry, I'm gonna fuck each and every one of you after my set. You just need to laugh."
I would laugh after
Yeah,
that.
because that's what everyone's expectation is. It's like, oh my God, there's a hot girl here. I wonder if she's gonna fuck everyone.
Yeah, that's how a hot girl instantly kills.
I mean, it's just like what it beat
No,
again.
yeah. The
I don't
beat.
know what it is.
You can press the buttons on the right, like it does like the colorful. It does like clapping and applause, and oh, I hear it a little bit. Is the volume's down?
We're figuring it out, dude.
I hear it a little bit.
Hello.
You hear that?
That's great.
We should do the whole podcast like that.
This is how we should do the rest of the podcast. I like that.
It's so funny when you just talk normally and you don't expect to sound different, and then you do. You're like, what the fuck? How come it doesn't work for my voice? It's only for Heath. Hello, hello.
I have no clue what I'm doing.
Ha ha ha. My voice is normal. This sucks. Hello. Hello. It only works for Heath.
All right. I don't know why it's only on his. This is all your stuff. I'm not sure.
Hello. It's still on.
No. I think you're good.
I think I'm good too.
That's freaky.
That'd be so cool if I was doing all that with my mind.
That's funny.
So yeah, I
Favorite.
mean, comedy.
Yeah, comedy. We just
We're in it. Are people jealous of you in Alabama? They're like, holy shit, you're actually in this eye of the storm.
Maybe, I don't know. I don't keep in contact with a lot of people.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but I bet there are a lot of people that are who are like in other comedy scenes.
Haters? You mean the haters, dude? Yeah, I got haters, bro.
I mean, I think you can do a comedy scene anywhere, and we have that, and we have all that other cool shit too. So we have everything that those fucking losers in Boston have, plus more.
Yeah, I mean, they can move down here just as well as we did. You know, America, baby. Freedom.
Freedom to move between states. But yeah, I think it's crazy how you travel the country and you see so many funny people everywhere.
Yeah, mainly just in Mitzi's is where I see them most.
Are you an Austin supremacist?
I don't know that I'm an Austin supremacist, but like most of the shows we do, I mean, I first saw those people in Austin, you know, the people I go on the road with.
Uh-huh.
And so that's where I meet most of the people that are funny, not on the road. But that's just because, I don't, you know.
Yeah, because that's like a magnet for all the most talented people.
Yeah, exactly. And maybe I'm just spoiled now, I guess. But
Did you meet Jordan Peterson?
I saw him, I looked at him, and I said hi.
Yeah.
I didn't like talk to
I
him
didn't
or
get to
anything.
talk to him.
Yeah. It just was a mind fuck that we were even in the same room together. I never
Yeah.
expected that.
He's like a celebrity.
Yeah, and just like not only a celebrity, but like just a unique celebrity that like it's like this is weird.
Yeah, he's
It's like
internet famous.
Oprah or Neil deGrasse Tyson, you know.
Yeah.
It's not like, you know.
Yeah, he's like a larger than life kind of person.
Mm-hmm. Or
Yeah.
Colonel Sanders. He's like Colonel Sanders.
Yeah, it's crazy that, I mean, you always see them online, but then they're like, let's go hang out and have fun.
Yeah.
And they come to us
Yeah, that's weird.
or to the club that we're at.
We have to dance for Jordan Peterson.
Yeah, people would love to dance for him.
What a job, man.
Yeah, I think it's a crazy place. I think it's good that it's a lot of celebrities there and stuff, and people are nice.
Very nice celebrities. I think that's the one policy. You gotta
Hmm.
be nice.
Yeah. Um, what do you think that you want to know from me? Anything that you're curious about?
Are you a good cook, Hans?
Mm, not really.
Yeah. I don't I think I could be. I make like really good eggs, but
Okay.
I don't make an effort to cook.
Yeah, you just need to start doing recipes and work your way up.
Yeah. I want to learn how to like make pastas and like Alfredo and ziti and yeah. I want to like garlic bread. I want to make garlic bread.
So that's what you want to know about me is what kind of food you make?
What's your favorite movie?
Probably Fight Club.
Yeah, I
Or
watched Fight Club once. I probably need to watch it more to understand it better.
you don't have to. What are you confused about?
I just like I think the first time I ever watch a movie, it's just like I just take it in without trying to think about what it means. And then
Yeah.
the more I watch it, the more I have a better idea of what the movie means or what it's about.
What is your general impression of it now?
That Brad Pitt was never real.
Yeah,
I was like at the end
it's
of
a
the
mind twist.
movie.
Whoa.
Yeah, that's about all I remember. And I know it's like about
Um,
like capitalism or something.
isn't everything?
Yeah,
Have you seen Dune? Beep again.
I saw the first Dune.
It's from.
The one with Zendaya.
Yeah, and I didn't have any interest in the second, but
The
I heard
second one's better.
I heard that. Yeah,
Just skip to the action scene.
yeah. How long is it? The movies are
It's
so
like two and a
long.
half or something.
Yeah, it's just so long. It's too long.
What do you think the message of Dune is?
Oh, I have no idea. I didn't fall asleep, but my mind fell asleep during the first one. I just blinked out.
It's just nice image. It's like a screensaver.
I guess of a desert, you know.
Yeah. I think the message of Dune is don't extract too many resources because it's not that good.
Yeah,
Do a little bit less resource extraction.
that would make sense. I'm just from the setting alone, I can see where you got that.
Yeah. And also trust in the deeper internal natural powers of the world.
Yeah,
Are you pretty naturey
I meditate and I picture green grass and
every
shit like
day?
that. No, I'm not very good about staying consistent with it, but I'd say I meditate maybe like 15 out of 30 days of the month.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you skip every other day.
Yeah, I'm on and off. I'll do it like one week and then I won't do it another. And then,
Just sit and close your eyes.
yeah, I'll pull up a nice little YouTube video of having a soft spoken lady.
I think that's just watching YouTube. That's not
No,
meditating.
no, I like she's a soft spoken lady with affirmations, and I close my eyes and I breathe and I think about myself in a positive way. And I picture trees and sunlight.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, it's meditating.
So you're natural like that. You tap into the inner earth powers.
Oh, yeah.
Do you think that you could survive in space?
I would need a spacesuit.
Are you thinking of trying to go to space?
Yeah, man. I'm trying. I'm trying to go to space.
You're almost there. Yeah, you think space is fine, but yeah, I think
Like maybe the tour. I don't think it's inhabitable right now for me.
Mars.
To tour.
To yeah, Mars
Oh,
or
you
just
want to
like
do like a
space.
comedy club?
Yeah,
Space.
we should put a comedy club on Mars.
You think so?
Yeah, that'd be sick.
What do you think about Elon Musk?
Um, he's very smart, but he's gonna the robots are gonna destroy the world.
I think he's really good at owning capital and getting people to be like, oh man, this guy has a cool image of the world. Let's give him money.
Yeah, yeah. Did most people give him his money?
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense. I don't
Um,
even think about shit like that.
I mean, he made a lot of money through PayPal and stuff,
Yeah, I
but he
remember
got
that.
like government subsidies
Mm.
and he can get people to give him money for a project or an idea. Like, um,
He's bringing us into the future, like literally just the shit that I would see in movies as a baby boy is happening now, and it's like it's crazy that
well,
like
I just think that someone else, like we could do it better, but everything has to go through a capitalist or like through a company. And it's like we could fund NASA, but it makes more sense for us to give tax breaks to billionaires.
yeah,
And then hopefully they're nice enough to make a space company.
yeah, it is wild the way we approached it.
But I think in a flawed system, he's like, he has a lot of responsibilities, and I don't think it should be up to any one person to be able to do all that. I think we should be able to do it, spread it out amongst ourselves because it's too much for one person. No one person should have that much power.
Yeah, there should definitely be a ceiling, or at least a working relationship that he has to have with the government.
Hmm. But we just don't give money to people. We just give it to one guy who's our celebrity,
It's
like Niels
ridiculous.
Davis.
I don't even know we government like the funded him.
Hmm. Yeah, he took subsidies. Trump made fun of him for it.
Yeah,
But now he's supporting Trump and he's doing his thing.
good for him.
Yeah. But yeah, I think he's in a flawed system. He's doing the best he can, but I think it should be more equally distributed amongst other smart people as well.
Yeah, the money for sure. And I saw that video just today of like the rocket, that big ass 3-story rocket landing back on Earth.
And they're catching it with the arms.
That was so cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I was like, this feels like iRobot or like Avatar, but it's just on a GoPro.
Yeah. I wish they did that for airplanes.
Yeah.
Instead of landing seems like, a lot of work and a lot of things can go wrong.
Yeah, I hate getting on an airplane. I wanted to like at least do it once as a kid so bad, and now I do it all the time and I hate it.
It's like a uncomfortable bus.
Yeah, and a death bus, you know.
Yeah. A
Anything
bus floating in the air.
a screw goes loose and everyone dies.
And the air is all funny.
Yeah, I don't
Everything's
like it.
fucked up.
Ugh. And then when you gotta piss, you gotta wait in the shame line. Everyone's staring at you. It's the
Everyone's
worst.
everyone's in a vertical or a horizontal position, all facing the same way.
Yeah, you gotta just watch your fucking Lorax, on your iPhone and just block out the rest of the people and hope
I
they
got
don't.
an iPad.
You got an
I
iPad?
love busting it out.
Yeah, I should bust my iPad out for flights because I have an iPad too. I just use my MacBook, or I usually just do my phone because it's just convenient.
Do you see some people in the airplane that have like a sick setup? And you're like, damn, this guy's on top of his shit.
I get jealous whenever I see someone with a neck pillow and a sleep mask. That's what I'm like.
That's
Ooh,
all you need.
yeah. I used to bring my sleep mask on a plane, but then I lost it, so I don't risk it anymore.
Yeah, sleep masks are easy to lose, especially if you're not used to sleeping in them.
And you wake up all sleepy, and you're trying to get your shit together, and you just fumble.
I love seeing people at airports with their sleep mask on their forehead and they don't realize it's there.
Yeah,
They're running around like they're all important.
that's funny.
It's like, you look sleepy, my man. No one wants to look sleepy. It's the worst thing that you could look like.
Yeah, you just gotta take a nap if you look sleepy.
Yeah, I mean, people want you to be engaged. It's like, oh, you can never be present because you're always tired.
Yeah.
Are you getting roasted a lot?
On the internet, I'll get roasted occasionally.
I mean, in person,
It-
being at the comedy club.
oh yeah, I'll get roasted by the door guys. And it's like, haha,
Yeah.
it's so funny.
The
But
door guys are like always like trying to do comedy a little bit.
yeah, I feel like it's like there's like a pressure there.
Yeah.
They, you know.
Like, I know you're a beautiful hunk of man, and physically capable, but how is your mind?
Exactly.
I think it's good for them,
Yeah,
for
it's
their jujitsu.
yeah.
They'll be in a fucking triangle, be like, you motherfuckers. Beep.
Beep.
Um, but yeah, I think the door guys are crazy there in a good way. They're really nice too.
I like working with all the door guys. They all are fun to work with in their own way.
Yeah, but they're different from comedians. The whatever you call you guys. Aren't they security and you're the door guys?
Yeah, the door guys and then security, but security's fun too. I feel bad because I don't know half their names. I've been working there for so long.
I mean, we get our names announced when we go on stage, so it's unfair.
Yeah, exactly. Someone brought that up to me the other day, and I feel a little better, but now it's just too late. It's too late to ask them.
Whose name do you not know?
It's impossible to tell you.
You can describe them.
No, I'm gonna out myself. It's pretty obvious though, because like they'll all be in a circle.
What do you say when they're like, "Hey, Heath"?
Yeah, I'll be like, "What's up, John? What's up, Joe? What's up, Bobby? Hey, man." And it's like one guy gets a man, and it's like, yeah,
So you gotta not even start with the names.
yeah,
No one gets a name.
yeah. When I'm smart, I just salute the whole crowd, and I go on my way.
You just do a buckshot,
Yeah.
shotgun approach. You should be like, "Yo, what's up, dude? How you doing, homie? What's up, pal?"
Yeah, everyone.
What's your
I used to
then
do
everyone
that,
out.
and then I don't know, like I felt like that people stopped like interacting as much, and so I was like, okay, it's useful to learn names that way when I need something, I
Mhm.
know their name, you know,
Yeah.
especially when I'm like caught in a situation where they're like, I mean, I need paper towels, and I'm like, hey man, you know, and there's like five people, you know, I want to know their name.
Yeah.
I need paper
It
towels.
helps.
Yeah.
Makes them like you more.
Yeah.
Because what do you yell out when you don't know their name? Hey, dude.
That one with the beard. Do you know what the paper towels are?
It's like you gotta know their special little spell that you can place on them.
Yeah, that's what a name is. It's a
Yeah.
spell for
Little
attention.
Harry Potter, Wingardium Leviosa.
Ooga booga. That's what I'm gonna name my kid.
Booga booga.
Ooga booga.
Huh. Are you child hungry?
I think it'd be cool to like have a child on every other weekend. So like maybe like have a kid.
You already want to be divorced?
Yeah. That's how my dad did it.
And
It worked out great.
no, you just have a need for approval.
Yeah.
Like that ABC song.
Or
That's crazy though.
very.
That's how they taught you that.
Yeah, that's always how it was.
Next time, what is it?
Aren't you very proud of me?
Aren't you very proud
Proud
of me?
of me.
ABC. Yeah.
First song I ever
Z.
heard.
It ends with Z.
Mm-hmm.
Proud of me.
First
Sing
song.
with me. Proud of me.
Yeah.
That's so weird. Do you think it was on purpose?
I don't
Someone's like,
know.
this isn't about the individual enough.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe that's why I'm so needy. Because of my ABCs.
It was instilled to you from your basic programming.
As soon as I was learning how to talk, learning what words are.
What did you watch as a child?
I watched Avatar: The Last Airbender, and I watched
As a child? Those
yeah,
your formative years?
I was like 5.
But you can only watch that. I mean, what TV show?
Avatar: The Last Airbender.
Oh, you mean the
Yeah,
animated
the
one?
Nickelodeon one. Yeah, with
That was
water
good.
bending and shit. Yeah, I was like
Yeah.
5, and then I watched like Justice League growing up, the animated series, and Batman. I was big on soups growing up, and then Marvel made them not cool. So
Yeah. That's the end result of too much superhero.
yeah, it's too much of a franchise now.
What do you think is wrong with Marvel?
It's just franchise, like
Okay, but what's so bad about the franchise?
um
I think they're
people
just making shit for no reason.
yeah, people are writing movies thinking about money, not stories.
Oh,
Yeah,
so
and
you still like the concept of superheroes?
yeah, I still think it's fun, for sure.
Well, what about the superpower of unionizing and being a large collective and being like a superorganism, like an ant colony?
I like it. That's what we were meant to do.
Yeah, we're like little antelope.
Mm-hmm.
We need to run around together.
Yeah, yeah. Individualism is gonna be the death of humanity.
Maybe. I mean, I think it's good because then we are forced to shine and forced to like be ourselves more
Mm-hmm.
instead of just like being nameless and tamping down our unique abilities.
Yeah, the problem is there's too much of us, you know.
Too many people.
That's why we feel unfulfillment is there's too much of us and we can't do our job for the colony. And so we gotta write jokes now.
I think it's because we are forced into a stupid life. Like
Yeah,
everyone is useless. Like we create more useless people than ever.
yeah.
And I think if everyone was like trying to be the best version of themselves, then every bar could be like Mitzi's
Mm-hmm.
instead of like unbarleavable or whatever.
Is that a bar in Austin?
Yeah,
I have never been to that bar before.
it's on Rainy Street. Have you been to Rainy?
No,
Oh
not
my God,
like
you've never been to Rainy.
I think I've avoided it.
Damn, that's where Taylor hangs out all the time.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Kills it on Rainy. You can't hear anything. You just look at his beautiful face all day
Yeah, I think that's
Loud bars, dude.
with his loud ass motorcycle.
yeah.
Just causing a ruckus, terrorizing the streets, dude.
I like how the cameras are on us and not the beautiful Taylor.
Should we put a camera on Taylor?
Yeah,
I don't think we need a camera.
we need a
I mean,
Taylor
2 hours
cam.
in.
Yeah, we're gonna.
We're 2 hours in.
We're at hour 50.
Damn.
Yeah, it is 7, and I got like a spot in 40.
Okay. What do you want to end it with?
Should we sing the ABCs together?
Yeah.
And sing it our own separate ways, or should you?
Okay.
Or,
What we should do is we should um whisper the ABCs without the headphones in
okay,
and see how accurate we can get it.
okay.
So just stop like this right here, man.
And when do we start?
What's what I guess? Taylor, sure.
Okay, you ready?
If you're like he's whispering,
You gotta whisper in when I can't hear you.
I like he's whispering shit to the hot about that. I like this. For you say.
Stop whispering so I can hear you. I can hear you.
So,
Are you ready?
Okay, 3, 2, 1.
Are you singing? Okay, let's start over. Ready?
Go.
You got it.
I'm in my head of whether he can hear me or not.
All right. The end.
Oh man, that was funny.
Good stuff.
Okay.